Pisces, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for May 2015. This month I laid out the Rainbow Tarot spread for you and pulled an additional card from Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels Oracle cards. If you'd like to learn more about me or to schedule a private reading with me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. Also, I'd like to point out here to any of you who have scheduled a private reading with me, please be sure to check a time zone converter. Please be sure to check your time zones so you're available when I call you for your appointment. Also, please make sure to make your payments for your readings at the time you're scheduling, because I'm still getting some unpaid appointments and I have to cancel those and go to the long wait list. Please also be sure that your telephone number that you entered when you scheduled your appointment is correct, because I do want to reach you when I call you. I know you're waiting a long time for your appointment, so I want to make sure we're on board all the way across so I can get in touch with you for your reading. So thank you for listening to that little message. And on to your reading, Pisces, for May 2015. The first card you have that shows up here today, Pisces, you have the Seven of Rods. And the Seven of Rods is a card to me that symbolizes this is keeping negative forces or negative things at bay. That's what's happening here with this card. You're closing the door on some things or issues that aren't working for you and keeping things back, keeping things at bay. I hear you're getting ready to tear a lot of fences and walls down. This could be figuratively speaking, or it could be in the actual physical world. I feel for many of you, you may feel as if you have come to a crisis point recently and that now you have to tear some structures down and start over again with a renewed sense of purpose about what you're doing. I feel many of you have been learning some new subjects, and also for some of you teaching new subjects and getting yourself organized in a new position, or, you know, like putting yourself into play now in a different way than what you did before. I feel some of you Pisces have gone through some period of not feeling well, and I get that it's taken a toll on you mentally, spiritually, and physically for some of you Pisces. I also want to add here, I know I stated this back in the January video and February videos, one of the two, that if these messages don't make sense to you, check out your rising sign video. So if you're a Pisces with a Leo rising, go watch Leo this month, because maybe your messages are going to come to you in whatever your rising sign is. So make sure you look into that for additional information as well, Pisces. I feel for many of you Pisces, communication breakdown has happened between you and some of your family members, or just with some people that you care about. I feel some of you Pisces have gone through a period of time where you've been put into a position that makes you feel uncomfortable. And for some of you, this could be a living situation, or again, going back to just a position or a situation you're finding yourself in regard to family. I feel for many of you, you feel like too much time has been spent for you on certain issues in your life, like any projects or plans that you had been working on, whether it's work-related projects, special interest projects, or family issues and projects. I feel like you have feeling like you've spent too much time on some of these things now, and you want to move on. You're wrapping things up, you're getting things over with and completed, and now moving on to new ground, new territory, new projects, new plans, new business, new matters I see coming up here. I feel like many of you Pisces feel like you've been going through a lot of trials and tribulations, but in all honesty, some of this has come through your own fretting and worrying or your own mind in some way. Some of it was not all actualized in the physical world. Some of it was coming from internally with you. And I think that is because it comes up to me like you wanted change, like you're looking for change. And so some of your stumbling blocks or problems have actually been self-created. So on to the next card, Pisces. You have a card of scattering your forces and energies. You have 7 of Cups. This is a card to me that means choose wisely from the illusions that are around you, and scattered thinking, scattered emotions, and basically scattering your energies and your forces. That's what 7 of Cups symbolizes. I get now more than ever, you are determined to make a clean break and a new start. That comes up here. You're not the first sign that got that kind of vibe for this month. So it may have to do with planetary influences. I do want to say here, we did have Pluto go into retrograde on the 16th of April. So that is a time of transition and regeneration. And it is a theme that's coming up for you. I'm seeing it strongly here with these 2 cards. Also, we had a very powerful full moon lunar eclipse on April 4th that's also affecting things here for you. So just know that some planetary forces have been in play here with what's been going on in your life, Pisces. I get that you're getting ready to check out something new, a new group or a new dynamic. If you're joining a new social group, it could be that. If you're thinking of going on to a new dating site, if you're single and you've been out in the dating scene, you may try a new social group like a meetup group, or maybe you're going to try a new dating site. For some of you, this could be trying a new activity, like maybe you're going to join a new community group that's dealing with, like, maybe you're going to join the historical society in your town, or you want to join the Wise Men or the Rotary Club, or some group that benefits hospitals and or any kind of group that does any charitable work for battered women's shelters, or children that are, teens suffering from addictions. I get you getting ready to join and be involved in new groups, whatever kind it is. For many of you, it is social networking and social groups. So if you're somebody that hasn't joined Facebook or, something like that, you could be joining that, getting involved in that. I see you getting ready to join new groups or new social groups. I feel like many of you Pisces have had a lot of distractions going on. Some of you, it's coming up through family sources, more strongly than work. More strongly than work, I pick up family or friends, people that you're involved with in that realm, creating sources of kind of like anxiety. So not all negative. Some of it is positive, but creating distractions for you comes up here with this 7 of Cups. Now, crowning your reading today for this May 2015 reading, Pisces, you have the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles to me is a card that symbolizes this is charity. This is charity coming to you from, it could be money coming to you through sources of like government grants, bank loans, financial institutions, but it can be you being charitable to others, you loaning money or giving money charitably and happily to, different, animal welfare society. You could be donating to that. You could be donating money to, like healing hospitals like Samaritan's, St. Jude's, any kind of hospital like that. You know, it could be you being charitable to your own children or family members. If your parents are elderly and in need, you could be contributing to their care if they have to go to a nursing home, or paying for a home health aide. If your kids are going off to college, or they need tutoring or special assistance, or they want piano lessons, or, you know, viola lessons, or whatever, you could be contributing to that. It's just either you giving charitably and freely, or it coming to you that way, Pisces. I feel many of you have been dreaming about some real pie in the sky moves. And I don't mean that in a negative sense. Some of you are dreaming of like a move to a new location, a move to a dream house or to another country. Some of you are dreaming of rekindling a romance with someone that you knew long ago, and you know, getting to reconnecting with them. Some of you are dreaming of being on the screen, the big screen, movies, be in the theater, on the stage, playing in front of, you know, an audience with an orchestra. Big dreams are showing up here for you. And I feel that many of you Pisces are going to actualize your dreams, that they will come into reality. But I don't feel they're totally here yet. Even though this is like a positive card, it's coming up to me like these things are coming, like what you've been dreaming about and thinking about are going to start to happen in your world. So you're kind of manifesting right now, Pisces. You're using your energy wisely. I do believe in the law of attraction and manifesting. If any of you don't know about that, look it up, because it's coming to you. Like, you're doing it, whether you're consciously doing it or subconsciously doing it, unconsciously doing it. It is happening. And many of these things that you're thinking about and dreaming about and seeing in your mind, especially if you're really good at visualizing, they are going to start happening for you. Many of you are thinking about going down matrimonial road, and also planning or thinking about some kind of romantic getaway also comes up here for you, Pisces. I feel that if any of you had any gambling debts, that they're going to be paid off. And I do see you getting up in front of groups and talking about your experiences. So if any of you go to any self-help groups, I do see you involved in getting up and talking about your experiences or sharing. Or if you go to any kind of group that would be helpful for any kind of, you know, in psychology, like if there's a group that you attend for, like, you know, divorced people, or, you know, single parents raising their kids, or, you know, if you have any kids that have any special needs of any kind, and you are going to be affiliated with some group to help these people along that have these special needs, you can impart your wisdom to them about what you've experienced raising these kids. Or, you know, if it's any grieving groups, if you're somebody that's lost a parent, a child, a spouse to some kind of illness, or, you know, unexpected death, it's also that kind of group. But I get you sharing your experience and knowledge comes up here with others, to being of help and service to others. That's how it comes up. And I do feel you're going to experience a lot of people that are going to come out of the woodwork to talk to you right now. It could be because you're involved in those groups, but it could just be, you know, your popularity is really high right now. Your friends want to talk to you and see you. You could be, like I said, if you joined a new social network, or, you know, a new dating site, or a meetup group that you've got people, you're attracting people to come talk to you, that also comes up. So that's interesting to me. I do see some Pisces out there dealing with the medical community, because I'm seeing a hospital. I'm seeing, so either you work for a hospital, or you're involved with selling something to hospitals, because I get somebody out there, some people out there are in the hospital setting as well. Now, the next card you have in your reading today, Pisces, for this May 2015 reading, you have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is a card to me that symbolizes, this is kind of like being in limbo. This is like, you don't know whether you're going forward. You don't know whether you're going backward. You're just kind of in this waiting, hanging position. And when you find yourself in this position, Pisces, this means you're supposed to draw very strongly from your psychic ability and your intuition at that time. So that's kind of the purpose of being in limbo. It's like, almost like the universe is trying to make you tune into your own spiritual guidance and intuition and psychic ability at that time. I get for many of you Pisces, I feel that you're going to be reorganizing and retraining and restructuring your mind. I do get that redo feeling coming up here, even in your mind. I feel that if you've been prone in the last 4 to 5 months, or maybe even 6 months, of wishy-washy thinking and like wavering back and forth between two things, I get that that's going to stop soon, because I get you're going to plant your feet firmly in concrete, and you're not going to be doing that too much longer. Like, I feel like that's what was happening, and you're kind of still doing it, but I get that you're getting ready to stop doing it. So I feel like sometime in the month of June, even though this is a May reading, I do feel that you're going to become more firm, solid, and concrete about what you're going to do. Some of you may have already started that process in April, like making some concrete decisions of what you're going to do, like where you're going to move. If you're a college student and you're thinking about where do you want to go to school, I feel like you're going to make the decision of where. If you're going to move, I feel like you're going to make a decision on a house. If you're going to sell your house, I feel like you're going to make the decision to sell it. If you're going to go move to a whole different state, country, location, I feel you're going to make that decision to do that. I feel your decision-making process actually started in April, but I still see you going through it. So not all of you are finished it, because as I've said before, we're not all born on the same day, the same month, the same year, the same minute, hour. It's all, even though you're a Pisces, not all you Pisces time frames are going to be exactly the same. So you have an arc of time of your decision making happening from the second to last week in April, I feel, going through to the end of June, maybe for some of you even to the beginning of July. But I do feel that many of you are going to redo and rethink some things that have gone on here. That comes up here for this month of May and through this Hanged Man card. Now, your outcome card for the tarot portion of your reading today, Pisces, you have the King of Rods. And the King of Rods to me is a fire sign male. This would either be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. Now, the King of Rods is somebody that is usually very good at business. He's a good planner. He's good at executing business and getting things going in that sense. He's a good communicator with business. He has a lot on his mind right now, though. He's worrying. He's considering a lot of options. He's got concerns. He's worried about the future, and he's kind of plagued by the past here a little bit, this King of Rods here. Now, if he's operating from the negative side of the King of Rods, he could be prone to anger and angry outbursts, and jealousy can happen with this King of Rods as well. He's like a centaur. He's like a guardian. And the centaur is a Sagittarius. They told me a centaur, so to me that means a Sagittarius. For many of you, he's a Sag. But I'm also hearing the guardian of the gate. So I'm also hearing he's a guardian to you in many ways. He's like a protector, a watcher, and a guardian. To many of you, he will be a Sagittarius. I feel that he's troubled and he's conflicted. I feel that he has some business worries and concerns that are on his mind, and I feel he's going to discuss them with you or share them with you, because I get it's business worries and concerns here for many of you Pisces. I feel like his finances are in serious question. He's worried about his finances. So for some of you, this man however you're connected with him, I have to see, but I get he's worried about his business of money. He's worried about he could lose his job. He could lose accounts. He's worried about his business. He's worried about his finances running out. Financial concerns and worries are very strongly on his mind. First and foremost, he comes up for many of you as a father or a father figure or an employer. He comes up that way first. I just get so much worries and concerns about this guy right now that he's having, like worried about where his next paycheck's going to come from, or where his next meal is going to come from, or, how's he going to pay off these debts or bills, or is he going to get and generate enough business to float these accounts he has going, or, maybe he's afraid he's going to get fired. These are the things that are circling around him really strongly. I do feel he has some health, for some of you, not all of you, there is some health concerns and worries traveling around this guy as well. I also feel he can be very stubborn and ego-based, and I get that he does have a lot of concerns floating around him right now. I get hindsight is 20/20, and he's realizing there's some things that he should have done differently. Protections he should have put in on his money. Maybe, even just as simple as saving for a rainy day or saving money and putting protections in place, like even identity theft if he's worried about money going down the drain in any kind of sense. I get these are the concerns that are happening for him, and he's somebody you're really connected to, or he wouldn't be showing up here in this reading. And first and foremost, I feel that he's a father or a boss, like an employer. Is secondary after that, he would be like a brother or somebody in your family, a brother-in-law, somebody that is, but you're connected to him. It's not like he's inconsequential here. He is of prominence. I feel that you may try to be there for him with emotional and moral support. I don't know that you're going to come in and save the day for him in a financial way. I feel like you might be having to watch the chips fall where they may and just be there for him as a good friend or a caring person, somebody to help him through in an emotional sense, a shoulder to cry on. That's the kind of thing I'm picking up here from him with you in relation to him. I do feel like you're going to feel sorry for him and have empathy and feelings of, wishing you could help him out. But part of you, I feel like you're almost kind of like, I don't know what to do about this situation. I do see you feeling like, well, there's not much I can do, like feeling like your hands are kind of tied. So just know that that's coming up here, to maybe just to foretell you that this is coming. Now, for your outcome portion of this reading of the Doreen Virtues Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, Pisces, you have the card of Nature. I hear that some of you are retreating from your home or whatever space you're living in, and getting out into nature and pondering your next course of action and your future. And that's in your future in all sorts of senses, because for some of you, I see you're pondering what your next step is going to be for work. For some of you, I see the next step you're pondering is in a romantic situation, and for some of you it's in regard to love and romance. So it's all across the board here of why you're going out in nature and pondering your future. It just depends on which Pisces you are. I feel that you don't want to be alone or cast out into the shadows, but I do feel that some of you really have had to draw yourself in and do some soul searching and thinking and mulling things over a lot, and alone time doing that. I feel that many of you Pisces have had to go within, go inside yourself, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and I feel that time alone has actually helped you, because I do feel it's been paramount of importance for the next steps that you're going to take towards your future. I feel many of you are finding peace and serenity spending time out in nature. Some of you are writing a book and you're actually planning your next book or outlining your next book or writing your book while you're out in nature also comes up here too. So for any of you Pisces that are doing any kind of creative endeavors, I see you enjoying it or working on it or pondering it while you're spending some time in peace and serenity in nature. And I do feel that many of you Pisces are going to be using this time to good use. You're going to be putting it to good use because I feel like you're gathering your forces and energies for what's coming. You're moving forward, but you're doing a lot of strategizing and thinking and planning and plotting and programming your mind and what you want to do for the next steps. I do feel some of you are stepping out more in a social way or in a new social arena. I do feel that for many of you Pisces, but a lot of it is about self-reflection. I feel the time you're in is self-reflection, and also that, as I said earlier, some of you are retracting some things and redoing some things as well. So I hope this reading was of help to you, Pisces, for this May 2015 reading, and I hope it made sense to you. I do appreciate you watching and sharing my videos. Thank you for liking them. Thank you for subscribing. It does mean a lot to me. I do put a lot of time and effort into these videos. They take a long time to record and to edit, so your kind comments and your watching them really I really appreciate it, and I do appreciate you scheduling your readings with me too. I'd also like to remind you, if you would like to learn more about me or schedule a private reading with me, please go to my website, theluckymermaid.com. Please, if you're scheduling with me, know that I am on the East Coast and of the United States, so I'm Eastern Standard Time. Please check a time zone converter if you are not in that time zone so that we're on the same page when I call you. Make sure your telephone numbers are current and up to date, so when I call you I can reach you. And please make your payments for the reading. I don't want to cancel your appointment. I do want to speak with you. I wish you a beautiful month of May, Pisces, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.